Hi everybody, welcome to this week's Line of the Week number 91. This week we look at a concept called the PlayRest Approach, which is a concept I got from Hal Crook, who taught at Berkeley for 30 years. And he was one of my teachers back in the day. It's a very basic, fundamental idea for improvising. You play something, and then you rest. You play some more, and then you rest. It's like when you're speaking or when you're writing, you say something, and then you pause or you stop. You don't just talk nonstop, as in run-on sentences. You pause or you stop using periods, commas, exclamation points, and so forth. Another way of describing it is that we usually focus on the notes that we are playing, but it's just as important, if not more important, to focus on the rests and the silence in between the notes. An obvious example of this is Miles Davis, very famously, for example, in the album Kind of Blue. That's an obvious example of Miles Davis using a lot of rest to his advantage in his phrasing. So let's go through the chords in this line of the week. The chords are A minor 7, going to D7, going to G major 7, going to F sharp minor 7, flat 5, going to B7, going to E major 7. And these are a couple of 2/5s that you'll find in the middle of All the Things You Are. The chord scales are G major, E flat melodic minor, D pentatonic, A melodic minor, C melodic minor, and B pentatonic. And as usual, these are the parent scales as opposed to the modal names. So I'd like to point out a few things in this line. First of all, the rests that you'll find, and this is just a very basic kind of idea. You just, at the end of the phrase, pause before you begin another phrase. But it is absolutely essential to have these rests in your playing. Also, I want to point out the points of resolution by half step, which are circled in the sheet music. The points of resolution are both direct resolution by half step, and then there's another point of resolution where there's an intervening note in between, resolving one non-harmonic tone to another. There is one point of chord change where you have a leap. You don't have a resolution, and that's because there is no need to resolve the B going from the F sharp minor 7 flat 5 to the B7, because the B is chord sound to both chords, so leaping is fine. There's nothing to resolve. And also I circled a triad that naturally occurs when I'm using my chord scale shapes. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.